Trending stars.
We're back with another episode of Trending Star, and today we have El Shaddai, and I think last time we did have a chat on Social Hub, and I was like, you know what, I feel like we should, expand it more. Exactly what's happening, what's popping. Yeah, 2 music videos, the only ones that you have, and then silence, and
What exactly is going on?
Yeah, so maybe first things first, how is life in general?
Well, I could say that life is actually good. Life is going very well for me right now, and especially after the last chat we had, I've been getting a little bit of emotion going on, and I can't really complain to say that God is doing His work.
God is great and God is good. And now let's dive into our chart. First things first, Tidifuse Woody, how did you find yourself doing music?
Okay, so I found myself doing music after secondary school, right? Secondary school was where I kind of found out that, oh, wait, I think I can actually do music. Yeah. I had a couple of my friends telling me, saying, I say, well, I really feel like go ahead, hop into the studio, make a song, release it, and see what people are going to think. Ndimawona Zodi, I should release Nyimbo, but then I would most likely release them in a group chat. We had like a group chat back in the day. Tilibawe didn't have myself. Yeah, so we had a group chat, and these people, they used to compliment my music, but they used to tell me that something is lacking, So I worked on those things, and I feel like I put in a lot more effort into making music that people are actually going to enjoy, and then from there it's just been like that until now.
All right, so yes, people did tell you, Woody, El Shaddai, you can sing, give it a try, hit the studio. But then how did you know that your voice can do the magic that it does?
I think that came from the producers. So okay, when you're singing on your own, right? The way the way people listen to you sing and the way a producer listens to you sing, this is
Okay.
Yeah. Producer uja ndamina maono nena kuti munthu uyuyu alidiga element konena kuti okay, this is actually really good. Yeah. Pamene munthu omvetsera uja, if they hear anything that's just out of the ordinary, they'll just be like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that people need to consider in terms of what makes music really kariabu. And the producer uja ndamina madziwa. So the producers were the ones that were telling me, could I say, well, I feel like with whatever you've got going on, you making music isn't going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
But all you need to focus on in these interviews that is often ones are like, when it comes to writing, I really had a hard time with writing back in the day. My producer telling me you are good and you should continue going. So that's basically how I found out if this producer is telling me this, I think I'm going to stick by this.
All right. Now, how is your writing game so far?
I could say it's better. I could actually say it's better. I could say that I wouldn't say it's as good as the other artists that I aspire to be like, right? But I feel like my writing is much more better and less childish than it used to be when I was 18 years old.
Less childish, okay?
Yeah.
I get that. Now, you have talked about, people that inspire you, in this music journey. What are these people that made you like, if that person can do it, then I think, I should also give it a try?
I think in that case, we're going to be based in Malawi, yeah? Okay, so when it comes to writing, there's 2 artists that I would say 3. 3 artists that I say, right? First off, there's Elin Juji, right? And I'm at Eli. I like to say Eli, but it's controversial. And then there's GMO, and then there's Mercha.
Yeah.
These 3 guys, like, because they captivate you when you're listening to the music, like when you're listening, you can relate to it and be like, I see, so these 3 guys, if I could get to their level of writing, I would be very content.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm also a writer, by the way.
Oh,
just
really?
in case maybe you need some inspiration.
Well, actually, I'm actually going to need your help.
Jokes, guys.
yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't think it's a joke, but anyways.
Yeah. All right. Now, you have got that inspiration. You are now, getting in shape with your writing game. What exactly do you want people to actually get from the music that you write?
So, I'm more of a person who likes to connect with people on an emotional level, right? So I will most likely focus on, I target mostly their part of their brain that is mostly something to do with how they're dealing with life. Eddie? Pamakala my love song,
Yeah.
my heartbreak song.
Yeah.
Komano, there's an element you can be able to relate to it because almost everyone's been in a relationship before.
Of course, yeah.
Everyone's been heartbroken before.
Lies.
That's not true. Stop lying to the people. But they're going through a heartbreak. Pamakaga element you can put in that captivates a person to say, come on, say what this person just said here. I actually get what he's trying to mean.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm targeting. I want to target people's emotions to the extent when they listen to my music, they should be able to relate. Yeah, not the same cliche things. You did this, you cheated on me. No, cheated on you, sure, but how? How did it make you feel?
Okay, they cheated on you, but how did it make you feel?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. All right. Now let's talk about, ghostwriting, still on the writing part. You know how, as a nation, as a country, we're like, muntu azikulembera nyimbo umene ondulesi. Like we make it a big issue. If you're a musician, it means you also have to write. Like, what's your view on that?
Okay, so ghostwriting, I feel like it's okay. I'm not saying that I use ghostwriters, right? I know the ghostwriters.
Okay.
There's people who have been blessed with the talent to sing. Eddie, komano singing and writing Zosiana. Eddie, and for a person to be able to sing and write at the same time, it's not easy. In fact, writing practice because I've had a couple of people say, the writing on its own, it doesn't feel captivating enough. You're just singing about something so vague, almost So ghostwriting is okay because, like it or not, a lot of artists in the world, actually, not just Malawi, but the entire world, I'm ghostwriters.
True.
Eddie? Because amazuzodi wo kuimba kolusolo imba lali nawo koma kuti akalembe ndizorani ndizizosiyana ndipo ndizovuta. So for me, I feel like ghostwriting is okay and I encourage it for a lot of people. Ifua kuteka kuti munthu utho madzimva kuti I know body ndi maimba ifa ndizilemba ndekha ndokumakana ma ghostwriter. You're missing out on an opportunity kuti ghostwriter ujatha kulembera nyimbo yomveka bwino yonena kuti wo kamakaimvera kapena munthu wina akamakaimvera azikanena kuti akuma munthu uyo analemba. You see, anthu amangona kuti basi ukalemba cause ukalemba ni ghostwriter it loses its value. No, the value is still there because the fact that two people have worked on that particular part, because for ghostwriting, you can do a little bit of tweaking here and there to see when but that element of ghostwriting, you can't do everything on your own.
All right.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, you started your musical journey. You met producers. They're like, you're good. You're still doing covers. Now, I think I first saw you on TikTok. I was like, hey, who is this person? Their voice, really sounds amazing and great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And then now, I just wanted to know, why did you actually, choose TikTok to make it as your breakthrough in the music scene?
So, that's actually a very interesting question. TikTok came around entire COVID. Entire COVID people staying indoors. TikTok kind of became famous during that time. So in a way, initially, singing kafuna udi ndizivanga post pa TikTok. Nisabuna amazing. And TikTok it was a space for me kuti ningobanga recording nukungosunga jintwe. And I didn't really want to do much. It was more of my dance trends, my transitions. It wasn't really about singing like that. Kuna zabwela ka competition kina DBR Studios. Ankabanga a certain audition and then zina bezeka zokuti I was supposed to audition for it and I applied and I ended up getting selected using a video. Mimi nabangila record by TikTok. Because TikTok had a feature it helps with it clears out the noise in the background. So I ended up posting that video. Kena unada bogudi panali my numbers. I'm like, oh, okay, well, sure. I mean, if that's okay. And then I had a couple of people telling me, oh, this is good, continue. So I was like, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to post another video.
Yeah.
Then Bas Nango Zindig, I found myself posting. Kena one of the traction started coming in. So initially, most of the people that were viewing my page were not necessarily Malawians.
Oh.
Pajaba makama hashtag pa TikTok budget. So Cindy maiga ma hashtags with Malawi and post basi. So I don't know how it happened, but somehow it ended up stumbling across a Malawian. I think the engagement from that Malawian made it public to a lot more Malawians. Wait, this guy's Malawian, this guy's Malawian. But I just focused to say, oh, there, guys, so I also enjoy what I'm doing. And I went ahead and said, hey, I'm just going to start posting. So, basi, TikTok. So, TikTok, I got most of my following.
Yeah.
Most of my following came in after a video that I made, the open verse challenge. Yeah, what do you call it? Somebody. I've been drinking more.
Yeah,
that one. So when I made that cover, it got so many views. Like I think it was more 380 something thousand views. And for me, that was the first time that ever happened. So following Yanga and Amba Minebo, so I was like, hey, you know what? I think let me just capitalize on using what? On using TikTok and our bus.
Okay, I think there, some of us are sleeping on TikTok, yeah?
TikTok is actually, other than Facebook, TikTok is the platform in many magazines and most of the, especially the new generation, it's just scrolling through TikTok. So the algorithm itself, if it's in your favor, oh wait, oh that's El Shaddai, oh that's Alinafi, and all those things. And then the next thing you realize, and engaged. So engagement for our age group, our generation, is mostly on TikTok.
All right, use TikTok wisely. I think he has said enough. All right, now you also did post on TikTok as well. If it's not Facebook, would you want some money? The money was supposed to, do with some music projects. How did that go about?
Okay, so that is, I think that should be back in 2023. Migozi anavanga post. There was a post there's a woman from the US who is looking for an upcoming artist. I mean, I want Oranga Ball is the international music. Eddie. So it's not as Gazogudi Mubange, you should try and suggest kuda mini mugumo oranga when it's in So there was thousands and thousands of comments. All other artists were being mentioned. Trust me, I wasn't being mentioned in that comment section, except from one woman, right? One woman was like, I know. TikTok. Facebook, TikTok. And I think you should check him out. That was literally one comment. Out of all those thousands comments, just one comment. I think I was at school. Next thing I realized, my friends are coming to wake me up. I say, what have you done? I'm like, what do you mean? What are you doing on Migos? I'm like, what do you mean, bro? And then they're like, see, go check. Someone posted you on Migos with some lady. Hey, I knew that you were doing something shady behind the... I was like, no, I wasn't doing anything, So I open my phone, I go to Facebook, and then they're posting, oh, congratulations, El Shaddai. You've won the opportunity to be sponsored by this woman. Her name is Chacha, by the way. And they were a sponsor for 2 music videos. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went back to that post. I didn't even know there was a competition going on, right? I went back to that post and then I scrolled through all the comments. Then who commented my name? And then that's when I found that post. It was a mother of a friend of mine that I used to go to school with. Unilia. Basiru. And I never saw a number I should contact them. I contacted them. Now there's a good I know Ngomani is a guy school. School. That's when I think we can collaborate and work with whatever you want us to do. So after school, I came back to, because in time in Makalagu and Zuzu, they went in specifically. So I moved from Zuzu to Lilongwe for that particular opportunity. And that's when we shot 2 music videos. And one of the videos is Ali Gowina.
Okay. And now after those 2 music videos, you went silent.
Silent, yes.
What was happening? Why the silence?
The silence itself comes in because, I'll be honest with you, right? After that particular opportunity came up, reputation, Jaja, as the way she is. Yonena Woody, she's a woman with a lot of funds, you know? So, she also took me on a, she kind of raised the bar for me in a sense. Yonena Woody, she would post online saying, no, this is my son. Then hajama kazoda gudan awuona. So ndiga kazori maybe I'm going to work with any producer. That means my production fee is going to be a little bit cost ahead because they're assuming that I have money. But in our agreement, sponsor my video, right? After that, there was plans Zonena Gudi she was going to continue managing me. Komano that didn't necessarily go well. Considering Gudi so she also had. And also she had other responsibilities she needed to attend to it. Then now I think about Pambali Ao and Ditandiza, I mean, if you're even talking about it yourself since 2023, it means that the impact was there, Eddie. So now we kind of like parted our ways. You know, I wanted to continue my journey on my own. But unfortunately, I say, Tadi wimbe anchichana amani charge extra in the sense that they think or they were assuming that I have money, right? So you know, most of my journey yokuza and music or studio I haven't really been able to afford for studio time. So studio time was something that I made for myself by recording myself. I stumbled across someone who was working with, I think he was also working at this radio station or this TV station. And then the guy a microphone and a mixer. When I say, Ngaruli serious, you're going to practice how to what?
To record
how
yourself.
To record yourself. So I started learning production on my own. So that's how I was able to have studio time, not because I was able to afford to pay what? For the studio. After that happened, now that Chaja has left, I was not working at the time. I was just a graduation and all those things. I wanted to continue on my own, but say 200,000. Like, bro, a session is like 30,000 here. Why are you charging me extra? Why are you complaining? So now, I didn't want to also give people the impression that we parted ways. So I didn't want to say anything bad in that sense because I know that she helped me. So instead, you know, I'm not gonna complain. If I ask someone to take a video of me and the bangaso charge extra, your mother is going to pay for you. That woman has money and all this. So you know, I think maybe if I focus on building a career for myself, not a musical one, or like if I work with people and all those kind of things, I'm going to be able to have enough funding so that the project in charge extra. Because that question, it's been 3 years now, but I get asked almost on a daily basis. I'm posting while I'm live on TikTok. Everyone asks me, where's your mom? Where's your mom? You know, so the thing is, we're not working together anymore. Back in 2024. So that was the last time there was a tangible connection between me and her and them because there was also a manager, Chris Logan.
All right. Now, enough of the stories. Let's flex a little bit. You have a guitar with you.
Yes, I do.
Are you going to play us something original or are you going to do a cover?
I'm going to do an original one.
All right.
So, you remember I was saying something about heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
we are going down the heartbreak. Okay.
So, I'm going to do a song.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you're going to understand the concept as well. At least this time around, I came with the title of a song.
Of course. Last time you were like, yes. But at least I gave it a title.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to use that. So, yeah. So, I'm going to need you to pay attention.
Okay.
kapena vuto ndine sindimpeza ondikonda kapena vuto ndineyo kweni ine vyanitonda yeah tunguonela mastatasi antumukupanga mufoni kasine vanisuzya mpani kweni zundivuta badi iwe bodi ine singapeze kwanga omusililitsa kwazinzanga maanniversary yavutawa nane wanga oninjoza ngawa kasini viji vanisuzya mpani wanileka nadi we kasini viji vanisuzya mpani wanileka nadi we Yambila kumusagaka onse amangoni swela ntima wane wavuka sono naleka kumupenja wazamkuni sanga yeka bano maeksi ya kukwatila anzanga kutengeba kasininga sanga jalabwane okumutokeza kwa wanyane kasini viji vanisuzya mpani wanileka nadi iyo kaya baya.
Okay, the guys exactly. What is the song being directed to me or what? Because now I'm like, are you a spiritual seer?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I need to connect to people on an emotional level.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, and I think the blend with Tumbuga, guys, when we say the North has talent.
The North has talent.
This is what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the genre that you do. I think the genre Yoguri, most Malawians are not like, in the mix with, in the mix with. Now, as an artist, how are you going to make sure, because now this is a comeback of El Shaddai,
Exactly.
How are you going to make sure that as Malawians, Ajibang embrace, because for some of us, we listen to everything and anything, but then there are those that are selective, that that music can sell,
I did the comeback of El Shaddai. I actually like that. I think I like that. The thing is, R&B is a concept people don't understand how deep it can be, right? And Malawi as a nation, they're the kind of people who ride a wave. But everyone is just going to be listening to that.
Yeah.
So R&B was back in the day,
Exactly.
right? But Nova, we're into piano,
piano,
Afro,
three-step,
exactly, those kind of things. So, Menendima Bangila understand, because I'm going to mention a few people. There's Theo Thompson, there's Carl L. I don't know if you've heard of Carl L.
Yeah, I know that.
That guy, his art on his own was so good to the extent I feel like Malawi wasn't ready for him at the time. But when I was younger, I would listen to these people and be like, hey, these guys are doing the things.
Yeah.
But that was back in the day. So, I noticed when R&B of Malawi, it lacks some sort of originality. Ready? Okay, so when you're making R&B music, people expect you to sound like a Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran. But when it comes to R&B of Malawi, you have to make it your own. In a sense, nyimbo mina wimba baba in the R&B goma the R&B wage wagu
Malawi,
you see also the R&B ngarofana ndo wagunja wa ina Chris Brown the R&B wagu Malawi that when you're listening to you're going to tell Nena Woody, oh wait, this guy is actually Malawian, you know, because integrating Tijewa in R&B songs is not easy, right? And Hambina Mabeza Zodi they struggle with that because Tijewa Jija Uruga Bezega Zodu Gujiga Mubidi Nena Woody, it's meant for an English song. So that's why I come up with different kinds of blends on my own. Kunena Wood okay, Nigabanga play Jonji. It's going to have that sense of originality. So my idea of breaking through with my genre, even though I do almost every genre except from reggae.
Okay, I was about to say to drop it in your dancehall.
Dancehall, there's times when I don't really focus on that.
Yeah.
Komano, Majano ina ndi mabanga, komana I always remember what is my original genre. So when I'm making R&B songs, I make them in a sense it's like making my own style. It'll stand out as being very unique.
Yeah.
I mostly focus on things like those.
I think same way how Mercha does it, he blends it with Tumbuka and Afrobeat, Jani. Okay, I think Antago North, you're creative.
Yeah.
We see that. We see you. The north to the world.
Thank you. The north to the world, gang.
All right, now I have a couple of questions, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Just to flex things also a little bit. If you weren't doing R&B, what genre would you be like focusing on fully?
If I was not doing R&B, I feel like I would focus mostly on Afro. Kabina, Afro soul.
Okay.
Because I feel like Afro Jet, I'm very good with Afro. Actually, the artist I mean Munganina good Amata Afro, Malawi will know go. As far as I'm concerned, Mercha.
Yeah.
Because Mercha, Afro, I go my if you don't listen to him close to Monanga, he's not Malawi.
Yeah, true that.
See?
Yeah.
Of course, but then he has this element. Afro Jandana Ibanga grasp. Now this is what Afro sounds. So I would say Afro soul because it dives closely to a little bit of R&B. Komanona Kazorino, I don't do vocals generally. I think I would have been a hip hop artist. I don't know.
Okay, drop some bars.
I would like to do that, but unfortunately not.
Okay, all right. And if you weren't doing music, what else would you focus on? What art in particular?
Oh, art.
Music is art.
Yeah, music
if not
is
music,
art.
then what?
Yeah. If it's not music, then I think I would have... Okay, when I was younger, I was actually into drawing a lot.
Oh, so you would have been painting?
I would have been painting. I would have actually been painting. But also, I like to take agriculture as an art to me. Like when you're doing gardening is an art, right? When you're doing munangadizama flowers and all those things, that's art on its own. So I feel like I would have done the things that I love the most. So agriculture is that's
5
one
and
of the
6.
things. Exactly.
Okay.
So agriculture is an art to me that I think I would have also focused on.
All right, and maybe which artist tops your level in Malawi? Which artist tops it all among all artists, if there is any?
There is actually Onesimus.
Okay,
so Onesimus, I like to call Onesimus the Jason Derulo of Malawi.
Okay.
Because I say it in this way because Jason Derulo is an R&B artist. He brings in okay, this is not just the normal R&B you listen to. I mean, he had a phase, just that I haven't really been listening to most of his music yet. Because anazalo wambiri to amabanga nyimbo za Latin type of songs. Hey, komano time anyway. Ogama vela nyimbo Jason Derulo. Umaido kumvonena okay, this is a little bit of a tweak. Ngadimina na na wego ajani. Nyimbo zonena when you listen to them, you can be like, hey, komasa down and all. That's what Onesimus does. Onesimus isn't the kind of person you could say you'd listen to a song. You listen to another one and say, nyimbo ndi sizukusiana. You can see the difference between these two songs, right? He brings in that sense, he's comfortable with his style and he will be able to bend it in a sense, you know? Controller. Next thing he's doing why do me so. Next thing he's doing this. So I feel like whatever he does for me, it tops it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And which artist, up and coming, do you think is killing it right now?
Loiso.
Loiso. Oh, that was quick.
Very quick because, okay, the reason why I'm saying Loiso is because, guys, have you listened to Liver? Oh, the concept on its own, the fact that he was speaking to his heart. You see, this is what I said about writing.
Yeah.
You see, people like him. I don't even know if I can put him as an upcoming artist right now because, dude, tell me how you have a whole conversation with your heart, telling your heart, say, Uzita wo na bena, right? Because now whatever you're doing as my heart, you're causing trouble for my liver, right? And the way he sings, I've had him on my live before. One time, he performed for us, and I was like, wow, okay, this is actually really beautiful, you know? And I've seen the motion that he's got, everything that he's doing, and I like that he's very humble. Personally, I feel like his personality, like, if anything, he's one of the people that I feel like I would click with the most in the music industry, because I've seen what he does, the concept, and the things that he's doing for himself, they're really good, and
Top Siraj, up and coming artist. All right. And maybe now we have talked about your comeback. Lastly, what should we expect from you henceforth?
All right. So I am going to be releasing an EP. I'm going to be releasing an extended playlist, most likely by the 25th of this month.
Okay, guys, it's July on the 25th.
We're giving it 3 weeks tops. I think I should, that should be ready by then. Not just I think, it should be ready by then. And I also have a music video to come with it.
Okay.
And this, you know, okay, Eminem says, once you get that opportunity, if you miss it, that's it.
Yeah.
Right? So when you get an opportunity of a lifetime, don't miss it. So I've noticed with everything that's been happening recently and how I've now been I've put myself in the drive and would I really want to do this? I feel like this is where my opportunity has presented itself and I need to capitalize on it. So 25th of July, there's an EP coming, there's a music video, and that comeback is actually going to happen because I also have amazing people who are supporting me in the background, right? I could have mentioned names, but a lot of them like to be anonymous. So these people are supporting me in a sense when everything that is going on right now, there's people behind it. And these people, with them behind my back, I know for a fact that it's going to work out.
All right.
Exactly.
And when you get the opportunity, make sure you use it wisely.
Use it wisely.
Use
Do
it
not
wisely.
miss it at
Exactly. All right, guys, that was El Shaddai telling us his journey in the music, industry and how things went up, down, now up, going,
Up, down.
EP coming on the 25th. Be on the lookout. It comes with a music video. Yes, and of course, we're going to be back next week with another episode of Trending Star. And I am Alina Vichunga. Goodbye.
Trending Stars.